alerts out. Thank you, Mike. We've been getting a lot of questions related to COVID-19 and the guidelines to reopen the state.
So we asked you to send in your questions for Governor Chris Sununu, and he joins us live on set tonight.
And as you can see, we're practicing social distancing here at WMUR, and so is the governor. I'll start with the first questions. Good evening, Governor. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And we want to get right to the questions now. Michelle asking, when will an actual person return to answering calls at the DMV, or when will the DMV open? I followed current policy and requested a DMV person to contact me to schedule a knowledge test for my daughter and have not heard from anyone.
So the answer is there are some DMVs that are open already. We're into phase 2 where some additional venues are opening as well. And then finally we'll hit phase 3 in the next couple of weeks, maybe shortly after the 4th of July, where it'll be much more expansive and almost back to normal in terms of the DMV. But we're also asking people to call and make those schedules. So you're doing the absolute right thing. I can't answer why someone hasn't actually gotten back to you. I know there's obviously about a 2-month backlog of phone calls that they are working themselves through, and emails and every which way that you can contact the DMV. So I simply ask that you're patient, but if you don't hear something in the next couple of days, I would try again as well, and we'll try to see if we can't get your personal information before we leave and try to get someone to get back to you.
All right, Governor, and Michael asking, you said in yesterday's briefing that the Main Street funds were being released, and confirming or denying emails going out last night. I haven't received any emails as of now. It's hard to plan and know what to do.
So the emails come out actually today. So we delayed it a little bit only because we're adding one more piece in there, not in terms of funding, but just in terms of making sure there's an appeals process. If anyone has any questions, making sure that the emails that go out have all the right information, and then a place where you can call in and ask questions. But the average, there were about 5,500 businesses that will get grants. The average grant is well over $60,000. Some well in excess of that as well. So depending on what you were claiming for your potential losses, there's a lot of money going out the door, nearly 350 million, somewhere in that range for businesses. And those checks, the emails will go out, I believe, tomorrow, and the checks will start, I think, at the same time. I think they go out tomorrow and Friday. So keep your eye to the mail.
And a lot of parents wondering this. Carissa asking, is there a plan in place for returning to school in the fall? I'm still extremely nervous as my children have underlying health conditions and they can't wear masks all day.
The answer is yes. So I actually have some of the draft documents that have been worked on. Our hope is to get something finalized shortly after the 4th of July, but it's very much our intent to return kids back to school in the fall with some new guidelines and guidance. For folks who may be concerned about sending their kids back, or whose kids may have some underlying health conditions themselves, we're going to make sure that there's some type of option available as well. So it isn't sorry, you have to send your kids back. We think the vast majority of kids will go back, but for those where it doesn't fit what's best and safest for them or their household, we'll have other options available. So keep an eye shortly after the 4th of July for finalized documentation. And what we've been doing is making sure that the guidance that we put forward is really practical. It's actually something that can be adhered to. For example, asking first graders to wear a mask all day, we know that's not very practical. They're going to be playing with it or moving it or losing it, whatever it might be. So we have guidance in there where we make recommendations. We help the teachers create a process that is manageable, keeping social distancing and making sure that the health of those students and the teachers is first and foremost.
Donna wants to know, when can we start bringing our own shopping bags back to the grocery store? She says she is swimming in bags.
So nobody should be swimming in bags. So 2 answers to that. First, we're not looking to allow folks to use the reusable shopping bags just yet. There is a very large concern that, especially for the baggers at grocery stores, as they're putting their hands in one bag and going to the next and going to the next, there is the possibility to transmit a virus from one to the other, and those bags can get very dirty. I'm sure yours aren't dirty, but there are some out there that are dirty, so we have to be careful of that. If you do have plastic bags, virtually every major grocery store has boxes to recycle their plastic bags. Just bring them on back next time you're in the grocery store and recycle them. So there is a really good process already in place in all the major grocery chains. And that's if your bag comes from a takeout store or comes from Hannaford's or Market Basket or wherever. All your plastic bags can be recycled, and it's very easy to do at your local grocery store.
Governor Sununu, thank you for joining us. We have so many more questions to get to. We'll get to those right after the break.